What is up, guys? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in from Olight that we're going to check out. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we have the Mini Marauder in. Actually, I believe it's a Marauder Mini. I said that backwards. And this thing is an absolute powerhouse of a flashlight. It's by far and away the most powerful flashlight I have in the house today. And I actually got to test it a little bit, and I really was very impressed with the performance of it. But let's just cover some of the bases on here. Got a nice aluminum housing on here, very nice rubber grip baked into the aluminum housing. You have your power switch, you have your two modes. So you have your flood and you have your spotlight on here. You have a place for a lanyard. You do have the magnet on the back that lets you connect the quick magnetic charge cable that they include with the Marauder Mini. Very nice magnetic charging. The threading on here is extremely nice. Very tight tolerances, very smooth on the threading. Inside, you have a 32650 6500 mAh 3.7 battery. Lots of battery life off of this particular one. The sealing on here is really nice, especially as you get close to the end of the seal. It's got a really nice seal on it. It gives you a little bit of a vibration feedback on there to let you know the power indicator on this side and the light indicator on this side. So when I first got this, I pulled all of the stuff off and just went to click to turn on and held to try to turn on. And I noticed that I was just getting the battery charge indicator on here. And then that's when I researched and realized you got to turn to unlock it. And then when you see the light on, the light indicator on here, that's how you know that you're ready to actually cut this on. It'll indicate what brightness that you are on as you turn it up. You can see it going up there. And it'll take you all the way to the very last one, and that is the max brightness on here. And then you just rotate it down, very easy to use to determine which beam that you're on. The floodlight on here works really good. I took it outside to test both the flood and the spot, and the spotlight just as good, especially when you ramp up the brightness. Boy, oh boy, can this thing get real bright outside. The throw was magnificent. I was really impressed with what you could see and how far you could see in the nighttime with this light, and very easy to operate once you learn how to turn it on and off. Now, the other thing that comes on here as well is you have the option to double click, and that'll take it straight to turbo. And then from the off position, if you triple click, you get the SOS beacon. And while on, if you hold, it'll rotate between red, green, blue, and back to white. So you do have some softer colors that you can use that are a little bit easier on the eyes if you're trying to do something super low lit, but you still want to see really well. And I believe this is the case from both. Yeah, from both. You can go to those side LEDs to turn them on, and they also respond to the brightness setting. And the brightness setting, when you're using that, it gives an audible sound from the vibration to let you know that you've maxed it out. All very nice features, very easy. It is a nice hand filling feature that I do really enjoy, very grippy. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the lanyard. I think that's what I'll try to do next, is throw the lanyard on here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab the lanyard out of the accessory pack. Max lumens, 7,000 lumens, 600 meter throw for the max throw meters. And it looks like you just simply open it from the top. And here is your lanyard that comes with it. As I mentioned, I have many of these, so I hadn't even pulled this one out. It comes with the charge cable, USB, And then it has a sheath that goes to the light, which I really do appreciate. It'll be a nice way to kind of store this so it's not just out in the open. It looks like it would go on a belt or you could hang it. So that is a nice little bonus. Let's see how the sheath actually fits since we got it out here. So it looks like it just kind of dumps into the elastic sheath, and that's how it's kept in place. I'm not really sure what this is for. Oop, I just cut it on. I imagine this is so you can hook it onto something as another option in addition to the Velcro. The Velcro here feels like it'll cover most of your belts, and or if you want to throw it onto like a backpack, bug out bag or something like that. You know, honestly, this is not too heavy. I wonder if they indicate the weight on here. So they do have the different levels. So for your floodlight, it is low as 100, and as high as 7,000. And it also indicates your meters. Spotlight as low as 50, and as high as 300, as high as 900. And the red, green, and blue light all have slight variations to their brightness. Very interesting. The weight on it is actually 16.3 ounces. So it doesn't really feel that heavy. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like it's a 16-ounce light, but that could just be because it feels so well balanced in the hands. Let's do some quick size comparisons, and then I'll kind of wrap up with final thoughts and impressions. All right, so these are probably some of the larger lights that I carry daily with me. The Works HD11 is one that I like because this one here, you can kind of rotate. So this I like to keep on the backpack. That way, if I want to hook it onto the actual sleeve of the backpack or the little pocket that comes on the backpack, that works really well for that, to be able to use it. And then one that I pocket EDC a ton is going to be the Arc Field Ultra. I really like this one and use this one a lot. And as you can see, the Marauder Mini, much larger than both, but I think they serve a very different need. All right, guys, as I was saying, I really think that the Marauder Mini is more of kind of like your camp flashlight, in the truck emergency light if you really want to see a well-lit area, bug out bag. You could definitely use this for like nighttime fishing or hunting. It's going to work really, really well. It's got a decent runtime, and you don't have to use the brightest setting to see what it is that you want to see at that time of night. So I do really like that. What I take into account are going to be a couple different things here. So your fit and your finish are something that I take into account, and Olight always does a fantastic job of that. Your ease of operation and functionality on here, the bang for buck, clarity, what you're able to see in the different modes that are offered. So just all, again, part of the function on here and what you're getting. This is a more expensive piece for sure, but I think the performance really matches the price. I think if you were to try to look at other manufacturers that were offering something that performs this well, you're probably going to pay as much, if not more, than you are for the Mini Marauder. And I think every household should have at least one light like this, where if you need it for the household, you want to take it camping with you, or you want to leave something like this in the truck for roadside duty, this is going to hold that charge a really long time, and it's going to perform extremely well. So for me on this particular one, I am going 8.2. I really enjoyed this. Can't believe I waited this long to check out a little bit of a higher end, bigger piece that's going to serve multi-purposes for me. So I will link it for you guys down in the description below. When you use my links, it does help the channel, but that is totally up to you guys. Let me know what you think about the Marauder Mini down in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along as I grow the channel. And if you enjoyed the content today, a like would be appreciated. That's it for me today, guys. I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.